Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
This now a 3rd and 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Nix. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 7, Bills 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the Bills at 5-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cook. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right. It's Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, usually when you get a right-footed kicker on the right hash, his goal is to draw the ball back to the middle. But this time, it doesn't move at all. He ends up missing off to the right.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Denver.
A give to Williams, running right. He stiff arms him. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Williams. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. He's going to try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. DJ Jones able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains up. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll bring up a second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A final shot before break. Nix toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A final shot before break. Nix, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman, as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. 1 yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
29-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos just continue to roll. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bills 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen going to throw.
4-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Bills 9.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. There he goes left side. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 25-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Nix. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can
taking it right down Broadway. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for a
on 1st down, Allen winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out. And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Rolling to his right. He's able to get it to Coleman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Buffalo.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Baron Browning, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. Lee says this will be incomplete. Is that inability, though, to stop the pressure? We saw another example of it there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
One final try here for Allen, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And some space here. Fights through him. Oh, some strong running. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done.